as you may know, England are playing this weekend. They're playing Panama, and I'm pretty certain, well, 3 of the 4 of us in this room are pretty certain that we're absolutely going to dominate. But there is one small problem going into that game on Sunday, and that, my friends, is that Dele Alli is an injury worry for England. How much of a problem will that be for England? Will that mean we only do them by 6 instead of 10?
I really don't think it's an issue for us to be have Ali out of this game. I think I'd rather rest him for this game and be up for it against Belgium. I think we have a lot. I know he came through a very esteemed academy from Milky's Dons. Big shout out to Phil Cable. But we have a better option in terms of playing Rashford. It'd be nice to see how we play instead of having 2 floating midfielders of him and Lingard. If we just play 2 attackers of him and Kane and Rashford would be a lot more exciting. I think.
Okay.
I think we should mix the team around. I want to see Maguire play up front. I think we're gonna
classic.
We're gonna whip
tumbleweed.
It's gonna be a heavy scoreline.
Right.
It really is. England are going to go very far in this World Cup, and Ali being out for this game doesn't really matter.
So with Ali gone, who do you play?
Loftus-Cheek in the middle.
Just the straight substitution they did.
Yeah. So you can actually see the team that is playing because these great cameras these days they zoom in like 124 times on the manager's notepad.
What do you make of all that? So for those who don't know what we're talking about, there was some very enterprising paparazzo zoomed in on using his lens on his camera onto some notes that were being held by one of the England assistants, apparently leaking the team. Southgate is a little bit frustrated, to say the least, that's happened, although he says actually nothing much was given away because all 23 names are on the sheet. But in principle...
but it's quite obvious because you've got like one name which is the starter and one name which is the reserve behind him. But I'd also be quite wary if I was that paparazzi guy because like spies, Russia and England in the same sentence isn't very good.
So what are you implying there?
What? Tom?
Come on. What are you trying to say, Alex?
Nothing. I was just saying like.
What? Go on.
What?
Finish that sentence.
Go on. We're all waiting.
Is it about beef in Saudi Arabia?
Internet's waiting. Go on.
Hey, Saudi Arabia let women drive this year. It's very progressive.
What? We were talking about Dele Alli. Dele Alli gone. What about this Sterling Rashford debate? So if we're saying it's Loftus-Cheek,
what do you make of Sterling's article today?
Well, hang on a minute. First of all, does anyone think that Sterling and Rashford start? Does anyone think Rashford comes in instead of Loftus-Cheek?
One on the right, one on the left.
No, because I don't think Sterling gets a game here because personally he was useless against Tunisia. The other thing is his England record is really bad, and I think that's due to confidence, but it's also due to the fact that he doesn't really fit into the England team that well. Like Manchester City get the best out of Sterling because Pep Guardiola plays him in a system where he's allowed to kind of like go it alongside Aguero almost. Like Sterling is in the box many times when Aguero's whipping the balls in on the left, okay, or Jesus or whatever. You don't really get that in the England team. Harry Kane is like takes up most of that centre position and Sterling's usually the one providing down the right or whatever. So I don't really see that England get the best out of him in that position. Rashford, he's great and he should start against Panama, but I also don't really see him starting against Belgium or any other great team because he's just too inexperienced. He's a great substitute as well. He's not that.
Why does inexperience count against him when you have like Michael Owen who had a lot less Premier League games than Rashford in '98? Yeah, he was doing the business.
Possibly, but I mean, like that's too much of a risk, isn't it? Like,
but why is it a risk?
That worked one game, but it hasn't worked so many other games.
But he scored Owen scored against Romania in '98, and he scored against Argentina. Why is that counting against Rashford, even though he scored against big teams in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Right.
Although he was being assisted, in fairness, by much more quality players.
Like who? For Man United?
Yeah.
Who?
Matic.
Louch, where are you on this? Actually, in general, because we asked Tom this, we asked Dugan this after the game on Monday, but what changes would you make, if any, very quickly? There goes the whistle, so be quick.
I'd leave Sterling in. and I would go with Rashford as well. I just think the more creative players on that pitch to break down Panama, who are huge at the back, the better. So why do we need to have another Loftus-Cheek to hold things up? I don't think it's necessary.
All right, well, it's a big game, obviously. We do need that victory because it's Belgium next for England, so let us know who you think, given that Dele Alli is at least a doubt, possibly very much on the bench with injury for this game. Who do you think should play for England against Panama on Sunday? Let us know.